What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the one and only Bacon's Drinks channel here on YouTube. All right, guys, we've officially transitioned into the fall months, and I figured there'd be no better way to start off the fall series than with one of my favorite fall cocktails ever, the Spiced Apple Fix. And today's cocktail is invented by none other than Leandro DiMonriva of the Educated Barfly Channel. I'm sure a lot of you guys that subscribe to me subscribe to him as well. And if you guys haven't checked out his channel, you definitely need to. It is an absolutely phenomenal channel. Him and Marius have been making cocktails for quite some time now. And the drink we're making today, in my opinion, is one of his most underrated cocktails. And he described the drink as being apple pie in a glass, and I think it just captures the fall season perfectly. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get to making the drink. So we're gonna be building this in a shaker tin today. And first, we're gonna be doing 1 full ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And as I always say, guys, always use fresh squeezed juices. It makes all the difference in the world. All right, perfect. All right, guys, next we're gonna be doing a 1/2 ounce of liquid Alchemist apple spice syrup. This stuff is absolutely delicious. You saw me use it in one of my videos for the Shape, the Michael Myers cocktail. This stuff is like fall in the syrup. All right. All right, guys, the next is original spec calls for 1/4 ounce of cinnamon syrup. I'm actually gonna adjust this to my own personal preference today, and I'm gonna be doing a 1/2 ounce of cinnamon syrup. The reason I'm doing this is because, once again, this is meant to capture the taste of apple pie in a glass, and of course, apple pie is traditionally sweet. His original spec is absolutely phenomenal. I would definitely recommend trying his first, because that's the way it's meant to be. And his is more of a balanced, kind of tart-forward cocktail, whereas my preference for this cocktail is a little bit more of a sweet-forward cocktail. All right, and once again, we're gonna be doing a 1/2 ounce of this. And cinnamon syrup is super easy to make, guys. I'll be sure to put the recipe in the description, as always. All right, perfect. All right, guys, the next spec calls for 2 ounces of Laird AppleJack brandy. I believe Leandro used the Laird AppleJack Bonded in his particular video. I don't have that today, but I will be using Laird's AppleJack 86. This is as close as I could get to the Bonded. I do not believe we have the Bonded available around here, but this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. Now, real quick, before we get to the pour, I just wanted to mention one thing real quick. There is a lot of different variations of Laird AppleJack out there. They have many different types of spirit in the Laird AppleJack line, and the most common one you're gonna come across is just the regular Laird's AppleJack. And something interesting about this is that the base, I was wondering why this was significantly less expensive than the Laird AppleJack 86. That is because this is actually not 100% apple brandy. It is actually 65% grain neutral spirit and only 35% apple brandy, which I thought was very interesting. Whereas the AppleJack 86, and I'm pretty sure the Bonded that Leandro used is 100% apple brandy. So when making this particular cocktail, be sure to reach for any AppleJack in the Laird's line that is 100% apple brandy. It just has a more depth and complexity to it. All right, so once again, we're gonna be doing 2 ounces of this absolutely delectable Laird AppleJack 86. All right, perfect. And for you guys wondering what this tastes like a very high quality brandy with subtle notes of apple. Don't worry, it does not taste anything like that synthetic apple that can come in certain liquors out there, like Crown Apple. I think Jim Beam even has an apple variation now. Don't worry, it tastes nothing like that. I will even compare this to like a plantation pineapple, which once again is a high quality rum with notes of pineapple. This is the same thing. It is a high quality brandy with notes of apple. There's nothing synthetic tasting about this at all. And all right, guys, that's it for the body of the cocktail. Only 4 ingredients, very, very simple. The Liquid Alchemist apple spice syrup is easily available on Amazon. Cinnamon syrup, super easy to make. And Laird AppleJack should be easy to find for most of you guys out there. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and add our ice. All right, guys, we're gonna be using Pebble Ice today. I'm gonna do 1 full rounded scoop straight into the tin. All right, perfect. Now we're gonna give it a quick whip shake. Let's go ahead and put a seal on our tin and go ahead and get our double old-fashioned glass ready. All right, guys, now we're gonna go ahead and give it a quick whip shake, and you wanna shake just long enough to where most of the ice is melted in the tin to get the desired level of dilution. All right, now we're gonna roll all of our ingredients straight into the glass. All right, there we go. It smells absolutely delicious. And let's go ahead and fill the rest of the way up with ice. And by the way, guys, this is a fairly low volume cocktail. An old-fashioned glass is appropriate because that's what Leandro served his in. But if you want to use a slightly smaller vessel, that'll be fine too. All right, we're almost done. It looks like one more scoop with maybe a little bit of a cap might do it here. All right. All right, perfect. Now let's go ahead and get to our garnish. All right, guys, for the garnish today, we're going to be doing something that, in my opinion, is pretty neat, and it's definitely something we haven't done on the channel yet. We're going to be garnishing this cocktail today with what Leandro calls an apple fan. And pretty much all it is 4 small apple wedges sliced rather thin. In Leandro's original video, he used green apples for his garnish. I believe he even had like a toothpick running through them so he could kind of like just lay it on top of the cocktail. I'm going to be using red apples today because red apples are my favorite, and my preference of his cocktail is a little sweeter, and of course red apples are a little sweeter than green apples. So let's go ahead and put this right down in the back of the cocktail, just like that. All right, there it is, guys. One of my favorite fall cocktails ever, the Spiced Apple Fix. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. It looks absolutely awesome with that apple fan, and I've had this many times before. It's just so delicious. So let's see what we got. Oh man, guys, like I said earlier, this cocktail is criminally underrated. If I had my own bar, I would include this on the fall menu every single season without a doubt. It is just absolutely delicious in every way, and it accomplishes exactly what he said. It tastes like apple pie in a glass. It's not too tart, it's not too sweet, and the amalgamation of flavors just works together so well. That spiced apple syrup is absolutely delicious from Liquid Alchemist, and that paired with the cinnamon syrup further just elevates the fall baking spice in the drink. Then of course we have that Laird AppleJack brandy coming in, just giving it some further apple notes and just really elevating all the rest of the flavors in the drink. And that's it for today's video, guys. Make this cocktail at home. Once again, it's only 4 ingredients, super simple, and it is just absolutely delicious. I don't think I can say enough of how delicious this cocktail is. People that I know that don't even drink that much, whenever I make this cocktail, they make an exception to drink it. It is that good, and I would definitely recommend making one on your own. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more of my content in the future, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you could, please leave a comment. That helps get the algorithm going. I would love to hear you guys' feedback on anything as far as the video is concerned. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. The goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you so much for all the support that y'all have given me thus far. And as always, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next time.